Hello, Bradley Creek. All right, so in our slideshow, you've been learning about owls, and so I thought we would draw this cute little owl here. And if you look, it's a close-up. We're not seeing his whole body, right? It's stopping at the bottom, so we're using our entire paper. Our eyes are going to be at the top. If you look at your slides, you'll see they have a little dotted line showing you how we're in the center of the paper, that T, right? They're using a T to find the center. So in my space, I will do that. I will, with my finger, I will draw my T. And I'm going to move it over just a little bit. Okay. And so then I'm going to start with the nose. And so I see it's a round teardrop shape. So it's a frowny and a V. Okay. And then we want to make each line its own. We don't want to try to draw everything in an entire line. Okay. So the next step is step 2, and we see the lines coming up, and I will look to see where they start. So they're not coming down the sides, they're coming right from the top, they're going up, and they're coming over. And I'm always testing it to make sure I have room on my paper for where I want it to go and where I want it to stop. Okay, so I'm going to go up and over and up and over. And the next thing I see, and I'm actually wrong there because they really go at a diagonal. Okay, that's a little better. Really check your line on your paper. So they're curving up to form a diagonal, and then they end with these little zigzag lines, about 3 zigzag lines. And then I'm looking to see, okay, they're coming back. It's not a straight line, it's a curved line. It's curving in and ending at the top. Okay. My next step is to connect those, and it's not a straight line, there's a slight curve in it, so it's coming down a little bit as it goes and connects. And the cool thing about our step-by-step and what you need to keep in mind is that it's always going to be a little bit different, and that is not going to make it wrong, it's just going to make it a little bit different. And owls can look lots of ways, so don't panic if yours is not following, and you can always go back and look at the slide, okay, in your slideshow. I'm looking to see where the eyeball, the curved line, I see it in pink, and I know it's curving like this. I'm looking to see where it comes in and where it ends. So it's not in the middle of his beak, it's kind of at the bottom, and it's swinging back to the top. So it's at the bottom, and it's swinging to the top, sort of the middle of the eyebrow, or really out to the side. And from there, there's another one, and it's coming in down here, and it's coming towards the top of the beak. And the more you look, the more precise it will be. Okay, so you've got to take your time and do that. Inside of there, we are now on step 3, is a full circle on each side, and then another circle inside of that circle. Okay, and so look where you want them, and then again, another circle. And so if you look at the steps, you're going to go, those eyeballs start, and you just follow your steps. Okay. Now my guy is looking to the left. Okay. He's got everything he needs there, and now I'm looking at where the bottom of my paper is and where the line under his face is. It's not under his chin, it's out to the side a little bit, and it's curving down and stopping right at the edge of my paper. There is a little part of a wing showing there. It's just a curved line. On the other side of his face, the wing is at a diagonal. Okay, so if I look at that picture, I really see it diagonally. Look at this one. It's not really diagonal. My outside line is pretty straight, and it didn't change the picture that much. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. You don't need to panic if it's not exactly the same. So I do want to try to make this one curving, and it's going to kind of curve down, and the top overlaps a little bit there, and then you can erase that line. You can also just make it darker and bring it down. It can come to a point, it can come straight down, that's up to you. You can add little V's on it. In our picture, so in the picture, it's like a lot like this. It's just like this. It's a curve on top with a V. So all these little V's with a smile or a frowny on top. I did those upside down. V's with a frowny on top. And the most important thing to make texture is repeating. Okay, so same thing here. If I want this to look like feathers, I might do some V's. I could do little dots. Maybe I want the texture around his chin to be different than the texture down here. So you may have other ways that you like to make yours. And so I would love to see what you have in mind, and you can use this little bit to help you get your shape, and then you can adjust it and change it based on what you want your owl to look like. Okay? If you're having a hard time following my steps because I had to go really fast, then go back to slide 2. Okay? I think it's slide 2. So when you're done watching the video and you go to the next slide, you'll be able to go back and see, yep, you go back to slide 2 and see the steps. Okay, you can definitely follow them that way. And it may take more than one time. Keep going, all right? Do the best you can. Don't forget to share it with me. I want to see a picture of it. All right, bye.